Dr. Bbosa Science, Kwano kwa Betty Science, Rafu ya Bbosa Science, Truth na Beta, Truth na Omega, Truth na Alpha Science.
The Science Foundation College enamava ku Lwejjinja ng'oyingira kilomita emu. Ssomero lya Dene Boarding eri abawala n'abalenzi. Ku O-level tusomesa arts ne sciences ate A-level tusomesa sciences zokka. Omwana mulete ku The Science Foundation College. Ffe tusinga okusomesa sciences. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku 0753 8 27 09. The Science Foundation College, based on sciences and based for sciences.
My name is Dr. Bbosa Science. Today we are going to revise Primary Living Examination 2015. Social Studies with Religious Education. Section A. Number 1 to 40, carry 1 mark each. Number 1. Name one domestic animal kept for milk. Name one domestic animal kept for milk. This can be a cow, a goat, a camel, or a sheep. Number 2. Which land form covers most areas of Uganda? Which land form covers most areas of Uganda? That is a plateau. A plateau is a flat raised land. Other land forms include a mountain is a tall, steep piece of land. A hill is a tall piece of land, but not as tall as a mountain. A valley is a place between two mountains, while a plain is a big, flat, low land. Number 3. Give anyone modern way of preserving fish. Give anyone way of preserving fish. That is refrigeration, cooking, and freezing. The method of preserving fish are the same method of preserving meat, vegetables, and anything. So if you are to preserve fish, milk, meat, we use the same methods. That is cooking, refrigeration. We can also use canning. Number 4. Apart from Rwanda, name one other landlocked country that borders Uganda. Southern Sudan, not South Sudan. Number 5. What's the direction of Uganda from Burundi? North, east. Number 6. Mention one activity that the Bachwez are remembered for. Mention one activity that the Bachwez are remembered for. For building reed palaces, they are remembered for. Bachwez are remembered for digging dishes. Bachwez are remembered for trading. They are remembered for pottery and making back cloths. Number 7. Give one way in which children can keep the security at home. Give one way in which children can help to keep peace at home by staying at home, by keeping family secrets, by reporting wrong doers. Which elements of weather is measured by a barometer? Which element of weather is measured by a barometer? Air pressure. Air pressure is measured by a barometer. Rain is measured by a rain gauge. Wind speed is measured by a wind shock or an anemometer.
When air moves, it's what we call wind. Although we cannot see wind, we can feel it and see it blow leaves, flags, and washing that has been hung out to dry. Winds are changeable, but some are more predictable than others. Weather forecasters try to work out where wind will blow and what weather the wind will bring. They are most interested in wind direction and wind speed. A wind vane is used to show wind direction. It is placed on top of a building or a large pole called a mast, and the wind causes it to move and point in the direction that the wind is coming from. For describing wind direction, we use compass points: north, east, south, and west. Wind direction is the direction wind is blowing from, not where it is blowing to. Therefore, if wind comes from the east, we call it an easterly wind. At an airport, you may see wind socks. They are also used to show wind direction, but they show where the wind is moving to. It is also useful to know wind speed. To measure this, we use an instrument called an anemometer, which looks like this. The faster the wind, the more quickly the cups on the anemometer spin around. It is important to know the speed of a wind. The faster it is, the more damage it can do. We have different words to describe how fast a wind is blowing. A gust is a sudden rush of wind which can catch you by surprise. A gale is a very powerful wind. It can be hard to stand up in a gale, and it's best to stay indoors.
Number 9. Mention any one port of East Africa that handles Uganda's imports and exports. Mention any one port of East Africa that handles Uganda's imports and exports. That is Mombasa. We export through Mombasa. We import through Mombasa. Uganda imports through Dar es Salaam. It also exports through Dar es Salaam. It exports or imports through Bukoba. Bukoba is located in Lake Victoria. Number 10. Name any one tribe in Uganda that belongs to plain Nilotes. These are Itesot, Karamajong, Kakwa, Langi, and Kumam. Number 11. How does the heading on a map helps a map reader? How does the heading of a map helps a map reader? A heading on a map tells a map reader what the map is all about. The other elements of a map include a compass direction showing the orientation of the place on the earth's surface. A key interprets symbols on a map. A scale gives the actual distance between the points on a map. Number 12. How are trees in a school compound useful to pupils? The trees provide shade. The trees provide fruits. The trees may be source of herbal medicine. The trees can act as windbreakers. Number 13. What was the major item of trade from Africa to America during the triangular trade? In bracket, Trans-Africa trade. Those were slaves. Number 14. Give anyone many crop grown in the Doho irrigation scheme. that is rice.
40-year-old Fred Mogoya has been a rice farmer at the Doho irrigation scheme in Botaleja district for the last 20 years. Just like most farmers at the scheme, he has been relying on rain to water his crops.
We used to get water in some parts and in some we used not to get any. But now it's okay.
Mogoya got a bumper harvest this season, barely a few months after the rehabilitation of the scheme, which was completed at a cost of 21 billion shillings with funding from government and the African Development Bank. Just like many farmers, Mogoya's farming has taken a better turn.
I used to get 3 to 4 bags from my garden, but now I get about 8 bags.
Number 15. State any one way in which democracy is practiced in the schools. Through election of prefects, through freedom of worship. At Science Foundation College, every religion is given a chance to worship their God. What does the sign below mean? What does the road sign below mean? Humps ahead. When you see the sign, you should slow down because you are most likely to make accident at high speed.
Other road signs include men at work. It means slow down, not knock people working on the road. No parking, don't park there. Sharp corner, take care. Stop, stop. Train crossing, slow down, take care, not to be knocked by a train. Zebra crossing, slow down, not to knock pedestrians. Road closed, find an alternative road. Parking, park there. Don't overtake. If you overtake, you may cause an accident.
Number 17. Mention any one way in which Africans showed that they are not happy with European rule. They formed trade unions, they staged rebellions, they formed political parties. Number 18. State any one advantage of getting a leader through inheritance. No power struggle. It is cheap, we don't waste money on campaigns. Promotes unity. People are not divided into political parties. Preserves peace. Reduces bribery. Number 19. Name the type of soil that is used in pottery industry. Name the type of soil that is used in pottery industry. That is clay soil, a bumba. Number 20. Name any one of the tools used in schools to change from one daily activity to another. We can use a timetable, we can use a whistle, we use school bell, some schools use drums.
The Science Foundation College e Namave ku Lwejjinja ng'oyingira kilomita emu. Ssomero lya Dene Boarding eri abawala n'abalenzi. Ku O-level tusomesa Arts ne Sciences ate A-level tusomesa Sciences zokka. Omwana mulete ku The Science Foundation College. Ffe tusinga okusomesa Sciences. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku 0753 The Science Foundation College, based on sciences and based for sciences.
Number 21. What was the borders used for during the Stone Age period? What was the borders used for during the Stone Age period? For hunting or for trapping animals?
Today I'm going to build myself a bola. In order to do so, you need 3 stones. Today I'm going to use some stones with corners on it just to make it more easier to get the paracord around it. One piece I'm using today is 2.50 meters long and the other one is round about 1 meter. To get the stone to make sure it's not going away, you need to use a self-locking knot and keep some little space so you can wrap it around like a package. And that's how it looked like when it's done. Just make sure again it's all safe and secure. After you got all the stones at the end of the paracord, it's time to get this whole system together. To make the whole weapon more efficient, make sure that one string is longer than the other ones, round about 10 centimeters, because that really helps to open the weapon by throwing. And at this point, please double and triple check your nut who is connecting the strings, because this is really dangerous if that one's open up. As you can see, I'm holding the strings between my fingers like a comp. And finally we can start with the fun part. Yep, that worked pretty well. After a little bit of practice, you can even use it while running. Woo, that was fun. I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.
Number 22. Give one reason why recycling factory can be useful in an area. Give one reason why a recycling factory can be useful in an area. It is a source of income. It promotes sanitation. It makes new products from waste products. It provides employment. Number 23. Why is it important for a farmer to have knowledge of the seasons of the year? Why is it important for a farmer to have the knowledge of the seasons of the year? To target the market. Oteka okumanya wosimbira ennyanya sobola okutuuka ku Christmas. To plan for planting. To protect the animals from bad weather, especially those people who are living in the temperate region. Some seasons are too cold to leave animals outside the house, so you plan to build houses for the animals. Number 24. Mention one group of leaders who serve without payment. Mention one group of leaders who serve without payment. Those are voluntary leaders. Number 25. Give one social reason for the construction of the Kenya-Uganda Railway in 1896. To stop slave trade, to ease transport. Number 26. Name one group of people who help to keep rule and regulations in our community. Those are policemen, DSO, army men, LC1, chairman. Number 27. How is the work of a veterinary officer different from that one of an agriculture officer? Veterinary officers deals with animals. Agriculture officers deals with crops. Number 28. Why is tourism called an industry? Why is tourism called an industry? It provides jobs. It provides markets for our producers and crafts. It is a source of income. Number 29. Mention any one way in which government spends its income. Mention any one way in which government spends its income. By paying civil servants to build the roads, to provide security for the country, to build hospitals, and so on. Number 30, named rapids along River Niger, where Mogo Park don't. That's Bbosa Falls. Number 31, name annual relief agents that cares for the people who have been affected by landslides in Uganda. That's Red Cross, World Food Program, World Health Organization, WHO. Number 32, state anyone way in which oasis is important to the people who live in the Sahara Desert. Name any one way in which an oasis is important to the people who live in the Sahara Desert. Provides pasture for the camels, provides water, provides fertile soil, provides water for irrigation. Number 33, give one factor that attracted Bantu cultivators to settle within the lake regions of East Africa. Fertile soil, good climate. Number 34, name one island country found in West Africa. Name any one island country found in West Africa. Cape Verde. Number 35, state any one way in which the judiciary promotes peace in a country. It settles disputes, punishes wrongdoers, interprets laws, educates community about laws. Each of the questions is 36 to 40. Answer either the Christian or the Islamic question, but not both. No marks will be awarded to a candidate who attempts both alternatives in a particular question. 36. Either name the son of Adam who killed his brother. Name the son of Adam who killed his brother. That is Cain. Or name the son of Adam who killed his brother. Name the son of Adam who killed his brother. That is Quabel. Number 37. Either how did Abraham show his faith to God? He accepted to be circumcised at old age. He sacrificed his son Isaac. He accepted to change his name. Or how did the prophet Abraham show his faith to Allah? He accepted to sacrifice his son Ismail. He accepted to build the Kaaba. He destroyed idols at Hura. Number 38. Either what was the work of Matthew before he became an apostle? What was the work of Matthew before he became an apostle? He was a tax collector. Or what was the work of Hadijah, the wife of the Prophet Muhammad? What was the work of Hadijah, the wife of Prophet Muhammad? She was a business woman. Number 39. Either in which way can a Christian reconcile with each other? In which way can a Christian reconcile with each other? By asking for forgiveness, by forgiving others, by sharing, by shaking hand, by hugging. Or in which way can a Muslim reconcile with each other? By forgiving each other, by paying a visit, by asking for forgiveness, by repentance. Number 40. Either Why is the Bible a holy book? Why is a Bible a holy book? It contains words of wisdom. It is used during worship. It is message from God. Or why is the Quran called a holy book? Why is the Quran called a holy book? It contains words from Allah. It contains words of wisdom. Section B, 60 marks. Question is 41, 55, carry 1 mark each. 41. A. Name 2 European explorers who made 2 journeys to East Africa. That's John Speke and Henry Morton Stanley. B. Mention any 2 ways in which the work of the early explorers contributed to the development of Africa. They opened East Africa to the entire world. They led to colonization of Africa. They led to coming of missionaries. They led to promotion of trade. Number 42. A. What's the title given to the highest civil servant in a ministry? What is the title given to the highest civil servant in the ministry? That is permanent secretary. B. State the way in which one can become a chairperson LC5 in any district. State the way in which one can become a chairperson LC5 in any district through election. C. Give 2 ways in which leader can improve the welfare of the people and their communities. By allocating funds for safe water, by allocating funds for projects, by promoting health care programs, by putting laws. Number 43. Study the sketch map of East Africa below and answer the questions that follow. A. Name the mountain peak marked with letter A. Kibo or Kilimanjaro. B. Why is the shaded area with letter N not suitable for plantation farming? It is a dry area or it receives very low rainfall. C. Name any one advantage a country marked with letter Z has over Rwanda when carrying out international trade. Country Z has its own seaport. Country Z pay less importation or exportation tax. D. Give any one reason why the settlement is not allowed in area marked S. Area marked as S is a national game park. It is used for mining oil. It is a game reserve. It is used for tourism. Number 44. Name 2 elements of winds that are measured at a weather station. 1. The speed of wind by wind shock. 2. The direction of wind by a wind vane. B. Why are the north east and south east monsoon wind called trade winds? They were used by traders to drive their ports during trade. Part C. Give any reason why the northeast winds that blow towards the Horn of Africa do not bring rain. They have little moisture. Number 45. Name the organization that was replaced by the African Union. Name the organization that was replaced by the African Union. Organization of African Union. B. Mention one country in Africa which is not a member of the African Union. That is Morocco. C. Give any two major organs of African Union. Give any two major organs of the African Union. The Assembly of Heads of States, the Executive Council of the Union, Peace and Security Committee, Parliament of African Union. Number 46. Which mineral is mined from the Windwater land in South Africa? What mineral is mined from the Windwater land in South Africa? That is gold. B. Mention any two factors that have promoted the development of mining in South Africa. Mention any two factors that have promoted the development of mining in South Africa. Availability of good transport. 2. Availability of capital. 3. Availability of skilled and unskilled labor. 4. Availability of market for minerals. C. State any one danger of the mining industry to the environment. It leads to air pollution, it leads to water pollution, it leads to sound pollution, it destroys plants and wildlife.
The Science Foundation College enamave ku Lwejjinja ng'oyingira kilomita emu. Ssomero lya Dene Boarding ery'abawala n'abalenzi. Ku O-level tusomesa arts ne sciences ate A-level tusomesa sciences zokka. Omwana mulete ku The Science Foundation College. Ffe tusinga okusomesa sciences. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku 0753 8 27 09. The Science Foundation College, best on sciences and best for sciences.
A. During which month of the year does the place experience no rainfall at all? During which month of the year does this place experiences no rainfall at all? That is July. B. Name the month in which highest amount of rainfall was received. That's January and December. And December each one received 150 millimeters of water. C. What type of climate is shown in the graph? Mediterranean climate. D. Mention any one economic activity suitable in this area. Mention any one economic activity suitable in this area. That is growing of citrus fruits like grapes and lemon, tree planting, rearing of sheep, goat and cows. Number 48. Study the sketch map of Africa below and answer the questions that follow. A. Name the part marked with letter P on the map above. That is Port Sudan. B. In which way does Port P benefits its country. It handles imports and exports. It is a source of employment. Promotes tourism. C. Name the regional economic grouping to which the shaded countries belong. Common market for East and Southern Africa. COMESA. D. Mention any one problem faced by a country marked R on the map. Somalia is faced with civil wars in 2016. Famine, drought, poor living conditions. Number 49. Complete the table below correctly. Country, political leader, political party. Tanganyika, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere. Tanganyika National African Union. Tano. Uganda, the space is filled by Dr. Milton Obote. The party is Uganda People's Congress. The country is South Africa. The political leader is Nelson Mandela. The political party is African National Congress, ANC. The country is Kenya. Political leader is Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. Political party is Kenya African National Union, KANU. Number 50. The diagram below shows the method of farming practiced in some parts of Uganda. Use it to answer the questions that follow. A. Name the method of farming shown in the diagram above. That is contour plowing, strip plowing, or terracing. State the importance of the planted grass in the method of farming shown in the diagram above. Controls soil erosion. C. State any two problems faced by a farmer in the above named physical future. They may experience landslides, shortage of land, transport is difficult to climb up the hill, and there is a lot of soil erosion.
From the rain and snow, trying to forget but I won't let go. Looking at a crowded street, listening to my own heartbeat. So many people all around the world. Tell me, where do I find someone like you, girl? Take me to your heart, take me to your soul. Give me your hand before I'm old. Show me what lovers haven't got a clue. Show me that wonders can't be true. They say nothing lasts forever.
For each of the questions is 51, 55. Answer either the Christian or the Islamic question, but not both. No marks will be awarded for candidates who attempt both alternatives in a particular question. Number 51. Either name any one church-founded organization that promotes youth activities in Uganda. YMCA, YWCA, or Scripture Union. State any two challenges faced by the organization you have named in A above. That's shortage of funds, corruption, lack of transparency, lack of skilled labor, and lack of unity. C. Mention any one example you can copy from the activities of the organization named above. That is helping the needy, Bible study, promoting morals. Or name any one Islamic founded organization that promotes youth activities in Uganda. That is Uganda Muslim Education Association, UMEA, or African Muslim Agency, UMA. State challenges faced by the organization named in A above. That's lack of funds, lack of unity, lack of transparency. C. Give anyone an example you can copy from the activities of the organization named above. Reciting Quran, promoting morals. Number 52 is, in quotes, we are going to Jerusalem, where the Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests and teachers of law. They will be condemned to death. Closing quotes. Matthew 18-19. Who said these words? Jesus. Name the group of believers to whom the above words were said. Apostles or disciples. Mention two things which happened shortly after the death of the person you have named in A above. The curtain of the temple got torn from top to the bottom. The graves opened, the earth shook. Or, in quotes, there is no God except Allah. Death rarely causes pain. Oh God, cover me with your forgiveness and mercy. Reported by Abu Hurarat. A. Who said these words? Prophet Muhammad. Who was the most beloved wife of the person you have named in A above? Aisha. Mention any two things which you learn from the person you have named in A above. Love for Allah, trust in God, being kind, being hardworking, being obedient, being trustworthy. 53. A. Name any two types of prayer in Christianity. Petition prayers, praising prayer when you are praising God, thanksgiving prayer when you are thanking God. Apart from praying, state any one other way Christians communicate to God. Through clapping, through Bible reading, through dancing, through singing. C. State any one way prayer is important in Christianity. To come closer to God, to thank God, to ask for forgiveness. Or mention any two types of prayers in Islam. Subili, Duhuri, Isha, Asili, Magubri, Witili. B. Apart from praying, state any other way Muslim communicate to Allah. Apart from praying, state any other way Muslim communicate to Allah. Through reciting the Quran. C. State any way prayer is important in Islam. State any one way in which prayer is important in Islam. Congregation, communication into God, unity in Muslim. 54. A. Which sacrament joins a man and a woman as a husband and a wife in the church? Which sacrament joins a man and a woman as a husband and a wife in the church? Holy matrimony. B. What do the following represent in the Holy Communion? What do the following represent in the Holy Communion? 1. Bread, body of Jesus. 2. Wine, blood of Jesus. C. Why do Christians get the sacrament of Holy Communion? Why do Christians get the sacrament of Holy Communion? Being in reunion with Jesus, remembering the death of Jesus, food for soul. All. Which pillar of Islam brings the rich and the poor together? Which pillar of Islam brings the rich and the poor together? Zakat. B. Give two types of the pillar you have named in A above. Give two types of the pillar named in A above. Zakatul Fitr, Zakatul Mali. What is the importance of the pillar you have mentioned in A above? What is the importance of the pillar you have mentioned in A above? Purifying one's wealth, strengthening faith, thanking Allah. 55. Either use a pen and match correctly the days of Christian calendar in list A to their events in list B. A. Palm Sunday, end of Lent. B. Good Friday, death of Jesus Christ. C. Easter Sunday, resurrection of Jesus Christ. D. Christmas Day, birth of Jesus Christ. All. Match the information in list A to that of list B. First, Muharram, beginning of the year. Second, Rabiul Awwal, birth of Prophet Muhammad. C. First, Asaul, celebration of Eid al-Fitr. D. 10th, Dhu Hijjan, celebration of Eid Adha, celebration of Eid Adha.